Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Pan the Organizer. So on today's episode, I'm doing a brand review of CarPro detailing products. They're a professional line of nanotechnologies detailing products. They've won a lot of awards in my annual car detailing products awards videos on my channel for those of you who have been following. So I love this brand. We're gonna go over their entire range of products as we have pretty much all the products here today. They've gone through an extensive brand revamping, so brand new packaging and labeling looks pretty cool. And of course, they have some brand new products for 2019. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start the show. So hey guys, I'm Pan, welcome to the show. I hope you guys are having a great day. So as I said, today we're doing a brand review of CarPro detailing products. Now, CarPro is a professional car detailing products company out of South Korea, and they produce very high quality products for professionals. And of course, they're also available to car detailing enthusiasts as well. Now, these products, a lot of them have taken first place or made the top 3 in my annual car detailing products awards video. So I highly encourage that you go and watch that video at a later time by clicking the link up here. And I'll also make sure to include the link in the description under the video. So today we're gonna go over their entire lineup of products, as I have pretty much every single one of their products here today. They've gone through an extensive rebranding, so they have done the labels all over again to make their things look kind of fresh and new again, so they look pretty awesome. And of course, they have brand new products as well for 2019 that were unveiled at the SEMA show in Las Vegas that I also attended, so hopefully you saw that video as well. But essentially, well, if you want some in-depth review and of course tutorials on many of these products, I have a bunch of videos already on my channel. So of course, I highly encourage you to go watch those videos after this one. I also made a full brand review of CarPro products in the past. So in 2017, June, I think, I'll link the video up here, but you can also watch the video. I'll drop the link in the description under the video because we go into depth for many of these products, but we're gonna go over them today because my brand reviews, for those who are new to my channel, are essentially an overview of all the products of a given lineup, so I can introduce you guys to brands that I appreciate and products that I love, I use on a daily basis, because I've been detailing cars for over 21 years now. So I share my passion, enthusiasm, and of course my knowledge with you guys. So I kind of present the products, tell you what they are, what they do. I give you an overview as well and give you some tips and tricks of how you can use those products so to make sure you get the best experience at home. By the way, guys, don't worry. I made sure to include all the links to the products that I'm going to talk about today in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So why don't we go ahead and start off with the brand new products that they unveiled at SEMA for 2019. And the first one has been long awaited, of course, by my viewers as well. And it's the brand new Elixir. So before we talk about the product, just let's have a look at the packaging, because as I said, they relabeled everything. So this is what the boxes for their ceramic coatings used to look like before. So this was still very, very nice. This is their CarPro CQuartz UK 3.0 ceramic coating. And this is the bottle of the ceramic coating that used to come inside the box. So they looked pretty good, but of course they updated all that with an updated fresh look. So this is the new box. So as you can tell, nice clean fonts and bold colors to give it that modern touch. And this is a look at the new bottle. So they relabeled everything, and of course, well, that rebranding, it really makes everything look pretty cool. And even if we look at their bottles, this is an example of the old version of CarPro Reload. This is a Silica Spray sealant. So if you look at the packaging and labeling, this is what it used to look like before. And the updated one, this is what the new bottles look like. So they have better trigger sprayers, so higher quality sprayers. And this is an example of the new Reload packaging and labeling. So awesome job to CarPro for all that rebranding. All right, so let's get back to the brand new products for 2019. So Elixir is the first one I'm talking about. So this here is a high gloss quick detailer. So as the name states, well, it's a quick detailer. It's great to use as a drying aid. Once you're done washing your ceramic coated car, you want to use this as a drying aid. It's an awesome one as well. So not only does it add gloss and depth to the paint's finish, but it also adds a bit of slickness. And also it has good hydrophobic properties, meaning that the water is going to bead off and sheet off even better with this. Very easy to apply. This was a quick way for CarPro to give you guys a nice finish. So you basically spray on and then you use your microfiber drying towel, you dry your paint, and that's it. So you can use this after every wash. If you guys remember on my channel, I recently did a DIY gloss enhancing quick detailer that you guys can make at home. And it was essentially a mixture of Ech2o, which is a waterless wash that they have, and also a blend of Reload, which is their Silica Spray sealant. So we combined these two guys together with distilled water or demineralized water to create that high gloss detail spray. And it was great, of course, because it was easy to use. And of course, it gave a lot of high gloss effects. So, well, I like to think that because of the popularity of the video and of course for my passion for CarPro products, they went ahead and did a commercial version of that mix. So inside Elixir, essentially, you do get the CarPro Reload and a bit of Ech2o or Echo mix in there, but they also added some other components to stabilize the mix because of course the DIY mix had the tendency to separate, so you had to shake it a lot. So this one here is very homogeneous in the bottle, but they also added a bit of Hydro2 components. So this way it bonds better to the paint. So there's essentially, well, it's a tri-blend of those products in Elixir and probably other secrets that they can't reveal, obviously. But so essentially, yeah, this is a high gloss quick detailer that really works amazingly well. It's currently in my top 3 for quick detailers. Well, again, with Beadmaker from PNS and also the Auto Fanatic 007 Gloss Enhancer, which I both reviewed on my channel as well. So this one is right up there in my top 3, and I'm glad that they commercialized this version. And yeah, I like to think that I kind of participated into this by popularizing the DIY mixture. So who knows, they maybe got some inspiration from the organizer fans who enjoyed the video, and they got ahead and released that. Next up, they have a brand new product also. This is Skin, so CQuartz Skin. This is essentially a ceramic coating for paint protection films, or PPF, vinyl film, clear bra, as well as soft and hard plastic trim. So if we look at the bottle, of course, again, great packaging. So this ceramic coating, as I said, is made for those wraps. It's also great on top of matte and satin wraps as well. So the great thing about this is that it lays on pretty thick, also very easy to apply and to remove, but it has enhanced UV blockers. So there's a lot more UV blockers in there to prevent yellowing and oxidation of those wraps that you have on your vehicle. And of course, it bonds better to those surfaces because this is one that's made specifically for those wraps. It has great self-cleaning properties as well, and great water repellency and dirt repellency as well. So it makes your wraps a lot easier to maintain and keep your cars cleaner for longer. Durability is, as usual, 2+ years of protection, of course, if you maintain your finish well. The cool thing about this one is you do not need to apply a silica spray sealant like CarPro Reload to maintain this. So you apply it, you basically set it, forget it, and just keep maintaining your paint by washing it appropriately. So this one is cool. Lots of UV blockers, so I think that's a great thing that CarPro came up with. Next up, we have Multi-X. This is also a brand new product that was revealed at the SEMA show. This is essentially an all-purpose cleaner. So let's have a closer look here. All right, so nice packaging once again. It's basically a concentrated formula and it's capable of removing filth and soiling from your cars. You essentially dilute this 1-in-20 for your general cleaning. You can use it both on exterior and interior surfaces as well. For those who know CarPro Inside, let me see here, that's one made specifically for the inside of the vehicle and leather seats. Well, essentially the Multi-X is a stronger version or stronger APC compared to Inside. Also, where Inside sometimes used to leave some sort of a finish on certain surfaces, this one, well, of course, it doesn't leave any finish. So this is a very clean product to use, or clean APC. You can use it also as a pre-wash or a pre-cleaner on your vehicle. So in a foam cannon container, you dilute this 1-in-20, so 1 part of product to 20 parts of water, and you spray it onto your vehicle. So this helps with lightly soiled cars when you want to pre-wash them before you go ahead and do your contact wash with your favorite wash mitt. If you're spraying this as a pre-wash with a spray bottle, so if you're doing it manually, dilute it 1:100. So 1 part product to 100 parts of water in a spray bottle. You go ahead and pre-treat the surface, and that will help to release any loose dirt and grime. And of course, to help to remove stuff like traffic film. So that oily substance that's on your vehicle when you drive in the rainy conditions, of course, that has a tendency to stick onto the paint. So essentially multi-purpose cleaner for the exterior and the interior of your car. So let's move on to a quick overview of the other products. But again, make sure you check out my CarPro review video that I did in June of 2017. So I reviewed their entire lineup of car detailing products and gave all the necessary details in there as well. But essentially, well, if we go over their lineup, they have some of the best ceramic coatings on the market. They're very well known for their coating. So this is CQuartz UK 3.0. This is a ceramic coating that I absolutely love for the paint. I applied 2 layers of this on my own brand new 2018 BMW M550i. So this is ceramic coating. This lasts up to 2 years of protection. Very easy on, easy off. The UK formulation is specifically formulated for the colder and more humid climates, like we have here, of course, in Canada and of course in the UK. It has a new, faster flashing product. So what flashing means for ceramic coatings is that the solvent carriers that are in there, when you apply it onto the paint, they're going to evaporate to leave the coating onto the paint. And you notice that with the rainbow effect. So when it gives off a rainbow effect after you've applied it, you know that it's time to buff it off or level it off. So this one here is quick acting. I find that in my conditions, anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute, the product has flashed once applied and you're ready to buff off or level off. So great gloss, of course, great UV protection, great hydrophobic properties, meaning that the water is going to beat off and sheet off the paint extremely well. You also get durability, so we're talking up to 2 years of protection. That's awesome. And of course, you get the self-cleaning effects of ceramic coatings, which means that the car is a lot easier to wash during maintenance washes because stuff has a less of a tendency to stick onto the paint. Next, we move on to CQuartz Deluxe. Now, this is a coating that they have specifically made for your wheels and plastic trim as well. So I applied Deluxe onto my rims on my new car. So this helps, of course, with protecting those against the brake dust and makes your wheels a lot easier to clean and to wash during maintenance washes. Next up, they have CQuartz Leather. Now, CQuartz Leather, as the name states, is a ceramic coating that's specifically made for leather, 6 months to a year of durability, very easy to apply. And again, you get the UV protection. It's going to prevent fading and cracking of your leather. I have a tutorial on CQuartz Leather on my channel, so of course, make sure you check that out. This is what I also applied onto my leather seats in my new BMW. You can also check out how I fully detailed my new car when I got it with all the products. There's a video for that on my channel. We have a top coat that CarPro unveiled in 2017, and this is CarPro Gliss. This is the new 2.0 formulation of the product, so they've improved pretty much everything. So what this hyper slick top coating is, well, essentially, as the name states, it's a top coat. So essentially, well, if you want to maintain your ceramic coating that's currently on your car, say you're 6 months down the line after applying it, and you want to boost the properties of your coating, you want to increase the hydrophobic effect, and you want to increase also the slickness on the paint, you use something like Gliss. This is another ceramic coating, and you essentially apply it on top of your existing layers of your CarPro CQuartz UK or your standard CarPro CQuartz to enhance those properties. It lasts anywhere from 6 months to a year of added protection. And of course, as I said, well, it has a crazy 110-degree water contact angle. So the water beating effect is absolutely nuts. And of course, it helps ceramic coatings to lessen the effects of water spotting, because one of the downsides of having ceramic coatings, as you guys probably know, is that they are more prone to having water spotting issues. So this helps alleviate that issue. So it's essentially a top coat. See this as a windbreaker on top of your ceramic coating. So this is going to take the brunt of any of the outside elements first, and it helps protect the ceramic coating that's lying underneath. Again, we have the standard CQuartz. So for those who are in hotter climates or drier climates, you get the standard CQuartz ceramic coating. Again, anywhere from 1 to 2 years of protection if you maintain your finish well. Like all CQuartz ceramic coatings, this gives great depth and gloss onto your paint. I have a tutorial, by the way, on my channel on how to properly apply ceramic coatings. It's very popular. It's ranked #1, by the way, on YouTube for ceramic coatings with currently over 2.5 million views. So of course, thanks to my viewers for that. You guys are awesome and I love making videos, so check that out. Next, they have ceramic coatings for the glass, mainly the windshield. So their highest durability one is Flyby Forte. So this is their highest durability ceramic coating for glass. This is what the bottle looks like. So essentially you're looking at up to a year of protection with this. So as the name states, it's a ceramic coating for glass. For the windshield, it's awesome because once applied, it bonds extremely well to glass and it's going to help have the water bead off and sheet off. You don't even need to use your wipers in most conditions. So that's awesome. This is their highest durability one. They have another one called Flyby 30. This is a bit easier to apply, but the protection is 4 to 5 months instead of a year like the Forte. And on this one, the water will bead and sheet a bit better. However, you have a lot higher durability with Forte. So this is their ultimate glass coating, and this is the smaller brother, the Flyby 30. So up to you to decide which one you guys prefer. CarPro has their intensive shampoo made with natural active ingredients, and it's called Reset. Now, this is one of my favorite shampoos to maintain ceramic coated cars, because as you all know, it's very important to maintain the finish and to protect your ceramic coatings for a long time. And CarPro Reset does a great job at that. So it has a lot of cleaners inside to give an intense cleanse onto your paint. It's very slick, adds a lot of lubrication, and well, it's just a great shampoo overall. You can use it on cars that don't necessarily have ceramic coatings, but this has been specifically formulated for use on ceramic coated cars, and it has won awards again in my car detailing products awards video. So this is my go-to shampoo for ceramic coatings, along with Adam's car shampoo and a couple of other ones, but know that this is a great one. Now, as some might know, CarPro have the Iron X Snow Soap. This is essentially a shampoo that's specifically formulated with iron removers inside them to help remove any embedded particles, iron particles that might be embedded into your clear coat or onto the wheels of your car. So it's basically a triple action. It's an intensive car shampoo. It has iron removers properties in there, and you can use it as a snow foam during your pre-wash stage with your foam cannon. So this is very, very good at that. They have all the instructions as usual on how to dilute and how to use them on their labels. Very simple to use. Let's talk about the chemical decontamination stages that they have. So the first one is Iron X. So this is a great, powerful cleaner for iron filings. It's basically an iron remover. So as, of course, time goes by, you have iron particles that come from mainly the brake dust from your wheels and, of course, industrial fallout. That will fall onto your clear coat, get embedded into the clear coat because those hot filings, well, they tend to grab onto the clear coat and dig deep. And with the oxidation, so contact with water and oxygen, they have a tendency to rust. And those are the orange spots that you see onto your paint. So this here helps remove that. You basically spray it on, let it dwell 3 to 4 minutes, and then you immediately rinse off. Always work in on a cool surface and in a shaded environment, either in a garage or in the shade if you have to work outside. Like all detailing products, that's what I recommend. They also have a tar remover. Now this is called Tar X. Again, same thing. Both Iron X and Tar X have color changing properties, meaning that the product sprays on clear, but when it's done reacting with the iron filings, or in the case of Tar X, the tar particles, it changes colors to indicate that it's done its work and that it's ready to rinse off. So again, spray on, wait a couple of minutes, let it dwell, and then you rinse off. For those who want a quicker to use product, they made a 2-in-1. It's called Trix. So it contains Tar X as well as Iron X, so it removes both tar and iron particles. Now, although it's quite efficient, it does work well, I still prefer the Iron X and Tar X used separately. So what I do when it's the chemical decontamination stage, I start with the tar remover, so CarPro Tar X. Of course, I apply, I let it dwell, I rinse off, and then I go ahead with Iron X, which is the iron remover. So I spray on, let it dwell, and rinse off, and then I can continue to the clay bar stage, or mechanical decontamination, if need be, and polishing stages, and so on and so forth. But for those who want to accelerate the process, you may maybe have lighter contamination, you can use this 2-in-1. Trix is a great product at that. Next, we move on to Hydro2. So essentially, this is a wipeless silica spray sealant. So for those of you who don't necessarily have the time or the expertise to apply a full-blown ceramic coating and you want a quick way to protect your paint, you can get 3 to 4 months of real-world protection by applying a spray-on silica spray sealant like this. So when the car is still wet because it's water activated, you essentially spray this onto the panel. Very light coats, by the way. So 1, 2, or 3 sprays maximum per panel. You want to go very lightly on this and immediately rinse off. Always work in the shade and on a cool surface. That's a pro tip. Hydro2 light version means that it's pre-mixed. So it's ready to go. You essentially spray a couple of spritz on each panel. You immediately rinse off using your pressure washer or a garden hose that has a lot of pressure, because you want to rinse it off very thoroughly. And there you go. You're done. You dry off your vehicle and it's protected. They also have the concentrated version of Hydro2, which is the standard version that you can dilute. 1 in 6 to 1 in 7 is what I usually recommend. This small bottle here, SO2 Pure, this is essentially an air purifying coating. You spray this inside your vehicle and it will help remove any lingering odors or bacteria that might be in there. So a great little one at that, very easy to use. CarPro has their Silica Spray sealant that's made to maintain the finish of your ceramic coating. So regardless of what coating or ceramic coating that you have on your vehicle, you have to maintain the finish, kind of protect it over time. So every 2 to 3 months at best, or at most, you have to use something like Reload. So this contains some silica dioxide, or SiO2, silicon dioxide, essentially the main active ingredient in ceramic coatings. You spray this onto the car. You can use it as a drying aid when you're drying your vehicle, but I prefer using the dry method. So you wash your car, you dried it up, you spray onto the panels, and you buff off using a clean and dry microfiber towel. No need to throw the towels away, by the way, when you apply a silica spray sealant like Reload. Just wash them immediately after use and they're good to go. But you're going to help extend the lifetime of your ceramic coating when you're using a product like this, and you're going to increase its properties. And again, you're adding kind of a barrier against the elements on top of your coating to extend its durability and its lifespan. We have the waterless wash and quick detailer. This is Ech2o. Now you can dilute this in a bottle depending on how you want to use it. Typical dilution ratios is 1 in 10 to 1 in 15 with water. So 1 part product, of course, to 10 parts or 15 parts of water in a spray bottle. And you can use this as a waterless wash because it has a lot of great lubrication in there. So if you don't have access to free-flowing water, you can do a 2-bucket wash, which I always still recommend as your first means of washing a car. But some people live in an apartment complex, are apartment dwellers, or you live in heavy water restricted areas, or you don't simply have access to water. Well, you can use a waterless wash like Ech2o. Some also use this as a detail spray. It works pretty well and it gives that nice gloss and of course great lubrication when you're drying your paint. Next, if your paint has a lot of water spots, that's a common issue on some ceramic coated cars, you can use CarPro Spotless. This will not damage your ceramic coating. Of course, when you spray it on, make sure to immediately rinse it off afterwards when using it. And that's it. It helps alleviate any water spotting issues that you guys might have. Of course, the best technique for removing deep water spotting etching is still through paint polishing. But if you have some minor water spotting issues, a product like Spotless works very well. If you have bugs on your vehicle, of course, in the front bumper and grille, where we mostly get those, even on your windshield, you can get the intensive insect remover. They call it Bug Out. So you spray on to the surface, you let it dwell a couple of minutes, and you rinse off. So this is a great bug remover. For the interior and the fabric, they have the water and stain resistant product called Fabric. This is essentially a ceramic coating for the interior fabric and upholstery. I love applying this on the carpet or the floor mats. This is great because it makes them a lot easier to clean and maintain, especially if you get any spills, liquid spills on them. This is water repellent, so it's great for the winter as well. CarPro Inside, as I talked about a little before, this is a dedicated leather and car care for the interior. So it's basically a spray-on product. This is one of their products that has a special tip here. It's a foaming nozzle because it gives a foaming agent. So you basically spray onto your leather seats. You wipe it, well, you use a leather brush, something like the Color Lock leather brush or Swiss Vax leather brush. You rub it in and then you take a damp microfiber towel that's damp with just a bit of water and you wipe the excess and that's it. That's a great maintenance product for leather seats or to prep your seats as well to receive a leather coating like CarPro Leather. We have a water-based silicon oxide coating or a dressing that's called Pearl. This is basically any vinyl, rubber, and trim protectant. So it gives that rich, deep gloss as well. It's kind of a matte finish, so it's not too glossy. It's in between the super wet look of silicone-based products or the matte, more satin finish of water-based products. So this here lasts quite a good time. I love using this on my wheels. You can dilute this 1-in-1 with water. So 1 part of product to 1 part of water, and I use it as a tire dressing, one of my favorite ones. You can dilute it 1-in-3 for exterior use, so on your exterior trim and plastic, and you can dilute it 1-in-5 for your interior use, so your interior trim and plastic, your dashboard, and all sorts of stuff like that that you need. So CarPro Pearl, a great dressing. Then they have a super slick and non-stick clay lubricant, and they call it Emo Lube. Ready to go straight out of the bottle. Adds a ton of lubrication, because as you guys all know, when you're doing a mechanical decontamination with a clay bar, a clay mitt, or a clay sponge or towel, well, you have to use a dedicated lubricant. You can use a DIY mixture of car soap and water, but I prefer dedicated clay lubes because they actually have higher lubricating agents. They're specifically made for that, and they work super well. We move on to eraser. Now, this essentially is a commercial application of an IPA or isopropyl alcohol mix. And what eraser does, it essentially preps the paint by stripping away any leftover oil and residue from your polishing stages to make sure that the clear coat is squeaky clean before you go ahead and apply your paint protection item. So before applying a wax, a paint sealant, or a ceramic coating, especially before a ceramic coating, make sure that you prep the paint, because once you're done polishing, there's a lot of oils contained in polishes and compounds that are going to stick to the surface, and those oils prevent proper bonding of your paint protection items like waxes, paint sealant, and ceramic coatings. So you're essentially done with your polishing, you wiped and buffed it away. You're going to spray generously something like eraser, which is an IPA wipe, on top of the clear coat. You're going to take a dry and clean microfiber towel and you're going to wipe away, and this is going to help to remove any leftover oils or residue. And the paint is going to be ready to accept a wax, a sealant, or a ceramic coating. So eraser is one of my favorite IPAs. Then in the polishing compounds that they have Seriglass. This one here is specifically formulated for glass. So this is a very heavy-duty cleaner and cleanser for glass. So if you have some impurities or stuff that gets embedded into the glass, and even some minor scratches or swirls, this can help alleviate that. It's a glass polish and cleaner. It's a water-based polish, so very safe. Little to no dusting. And you use that in combination with a glass pad that CarPro also makes for your DA polisher. Now, if you notice, these pads are very thin because glass is very strong. So it's a lot stronger than your clear coat. So you need to transfer a lot more energy from the polisher to the pad to the glass surface. Hence why they're very thin. So it has a lot more cutting power or polishing power. For those who are wondering, this is based on cerium oxide. So this is the glass polishing stuff, and it's very good. And of course, well, it's going to help prep the glass. When you're done using this, you can spray an IPA like eraser. This is going to remove any leftover residue and polishing oils. And then you go ahead and apply a glass sealant, or even better yet, a glass coating like we talked about before, something like Flyby Forte from CarPro. And that way you're going to seal your glass and you're going to help protect it for months and months to come. They also have a polish. This is an extreme gloss enhancer. This is made for the paint. So basically, yes, as the name states, this adds a lot of gloss and reflection to the paint. So if you have minor scratches and swirls and you don't want to necessarily go through the compounding and polishing stages, this also has some semi-permanent fillers inside, meaning it's going to help to mask a bit of those light scratches and swirls. But the main purpose why I use this is to enhance the gloss on any paintwork. So you're done compounding the paint, you're done with your polishing stages. Well, the finishing polish, this is one of my favorite ones, so Essence. It's also made to be a primer for ceramic coatings. So you're done applying this, you remove it, and you can go right ahead to apply your ceramic coating, and it's going to bond directly to this. If you want, you can also use eraser, so an IPA, to remove any polishing oils if you wish. But if you're applying a ceramic coating, you can just buff off and apply your coating right after using Essence. So lots of gloss. Those of you who have used this know what I'm talking about. So next up, this is probably a treat for you guys out there who are professionals watching my channel. This is the new rebranded version of CarPro CQuartz Professional. Now, this is their professional grade ceramic coating. It comes in this awesome leather or vinyl style box. And inside, of course, you're gonna have a bunch of cool items. You get your manual, you get your warranty card, of course, inside there. You get a couple of hologram stickers, and you get the micro suede applicators. So these are the micro suede applicator cloths that you wrap around your applicator foam block, like in any ceramic coating kit. So you wrap these around the block, and this is what helps you apply the coating up and down, left and right, cross hash pattern. And if we have a look, the packaging is so cool. Makes it look like you're James Bond doing some car detailing. So look at their bottle. This is the professional grade coating. So CQuartz Professional, again, great look. This was sent as a promo item, of course, to showcase the new branding and packaging of their professional grade version. So many of my viewers often ask me, what's the difference between a consumer grade ceramic coating like CarPro CQuartz UK 3.0 and a professional grade coating like CarPro CQuartz Professional? Well, essentially, the durability is very good on both. So we're looking at almost 2 years of protection or more on the CQuartz UK 3.0. And we're also looking at 2+ years on the CQuartz Professional. But the difference is that the professional version lays on a lot thicker application of the ceramic coating onto the paint. So as this one here is anywhere from 1 to 2 microns, this one here, we're looking at 2 microns plus, so a thicker layer. This is gonna have better hydrophobic properties, so the water is gonna beat off and sheet off even better. They both have extreme gloss, but the Professional has a bit more UV protection content inside it. The cool thing about this one is that it doesn't need infrared lamps to cure. So contrary to their highest end version, which is the CQuartz Finest Reserve, that one needs infrared lamps to cure the coating. Well, CarPro CQuartz Professional does not need infrared curing lamps. So both of these guys you can apply and you don't need infrared curing lamps. But essentially, yeah, so it's just like a boosted version of what the UK 3.0 will give you. Of course, this still has all the amazing properties, great gloss, even a bit higher gloss than this one here. But this one is a bit easier to maintain. The hydrophobic properties will, of course, be a lot better. It's going to lay on thicker, and the durability is probably going to last a bit longer, of course, compared to the 3.0. For the professional grade versions, you need to have them applied by certified detailers that are certified to apply CarPro professional grade ceramic coating products. So of course, that's a way to guarantee the results that you're gonna get. And they come with a warranty as well that your dealer will apply. So basically that's the difference between a consumer grade product and a professional grade product. CarPro also have some detailing tools, like some microfiber towels. They have some wash mitts, and they have a cool new drying towel that they call Dehydrate. So quite appropriately called that way. So this is basically a microfiber towel. I think this is a suede lining, so you don't scratch your paint's finish. This kind of reminds me of the Geon Silk Dryer, for those of you who love the other brand as well from South Korea. So this is a very, very good drying towel because it has high absorbency. And from what I can tell, they seem to be, of course, let's have a look at the close-up, but they seem to be a twisted loop design. So those are my favorite types of designs of microfibers, or the type of weave, and because it's very absorbent. So the format is also great for drying your vehicle. There's the new branding in the back. So it does a great job at drying, for those who are wondering. And by the way, guys, like in all my videos, I make it easy for you to find the products because I include the links to the products in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. By the way, this was not a sponsored video, so CarPro did not pay me to talk about the products. I simply want to share my thoughts and, of course, my passion for detailing with you guys. And well, for those of you who've been following me for a while now, you know that I absolutely love CarPro detailing products. They're some of the best out there. They're professional grade, but they're accessible to the public, as you guys saw, and you can go ahead and try them for yourselves. By the way, if you do use CarPro products, let me know which one is your favorite and why in the comment section under the video, so I kind of get a feel of what my viewers actually like. Of course, again, I highly encourage you to go see the many reviews of the individual products and how to use them and what I did for testing onto my YouTube channel. So many videos for you guys to go and check them out. Again, I want to thank you guys for being there and for watching. If you enjoy my content, show me your support. It's very important to me. Smash the thumbs up button. Also, if you haven't done so yet, take a second and click the subscribe button that's found under this video, and that way you'll subscribe to my channel and never miss my future videos. And to make sure that you never miss my future videos, also hit the bell icon. That's the icon in a shape of a bell. That's the notifications icon. That way you'll know every time I upload a video to YouTube. And as I always say, guys, don't forget to keep it tight, keep it clean, and I'll see you on the next one.